Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to find the hidden treasures and the occasional skeletons in the closets of corporate America. Today we're looking at FG Nexus Incorporated, and let me tell you, this one's got a bit of a plot twist. So this isn't your typical deep dive financial report like a 10K or a 10Q. This is a Form 8K, which is basically a current report filed when a company needs to announce something important that shareholders really should know about right away. Think of it like a breaking news alert from the company, and what happened here definitely falls into that category. The big event that triggered this filing happened on the 19th of December. Now, FG Nexus Incorporated, they're a publicly traded company, meaning you can buy their stock. They have common stock and they also have a type of preferred stock, which is basically like a special kind of stock that usually comes with fixed dividends. And they've got a couple of different series you can see here. The company is incorporated in Nevada, and you can see their stock ticker symbols are FGNX for their common stock and FGNXP for their preferred stock. Both are listed on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC. The main reason FG Nexus filed this report, its core message is all about a meeting of its shareholders. You know, like how you might have a town hall meeting, companies have meetings with their owners, the shareholders, to vote on important stuff. This particular meeting was supposed to be their annual meeting of stockholders. It was an adjourned meeting, postponed annual meeting that was supposed to happen on the 19th of December. Here is the kicker, the really juicy part of this report. The meeting was scheduled, the date was set, but they couldn't even start it. Why? Because not enough shareholders showed up. They call this a failure to achieve a quorum. Think of it like trying to have a club meeting, but if less than half the members show up, you can't officially make any decisions. And that's exactly what happened to FG Nexus. Not enough people holding shares were present, either in person or virtually, to conduct any business. So, the chairman had to adjourn or postpone the meeting. But the story doesn't end there. They've rescheduled this important meeting. It's now going to be held virtually on the 30th of December. So if you are a shareholder, you still have a chance to participate. They've provided a website for this virtual meeting, and they're emphasizing that even if you can't attend the virtual meeting live, you can still cast your vote online. They've given a deadline for voting online, which is the 29th of December. They're really trying to get people to vote, which makes sense. When a meeting fails to get a quorum, it raises questions about shareholder engagement and the perceived importance of the issues being voted on. This is where a lot of the interesting analysis comes in, even without pages of financials. A lack of quorum can signal a few things. It could mean shareholders are apathetic and don't care about the proposals. Or it could mean the proposals themselves aren't attractive or well communicated. And just to wrap up the formalities, the report is signed by Mark D. Robison, who is the Chief Financial Officer. This is pretty standard for these types of filings. So what is the real takeaway here? FG Nexus incorporated on the 19th of December. Their annual meeting of shareholders couldn't even get off the ground because not enough people showed up to vote. This is a pretty significant event for a public company. It suggests a potential disconnect between the company's management and its owners, or perhaps a lack of interest in the matters the company wanted to discuss and vote on. It could also mean that the shares are widely held and it is difficult to gather enough people virtually, but it's still a point of concern. The fact that they are rescheduling and heavily promoting the new virtual meeting and online voting options shows they recognize the issue and are actively trying to correct it. They want to make sure they can get the business of the company done. For investors, this event raises a flag. It makes you wonder what the company is trying to get approved or voted on that's so important. And why are shareholders not engaging with it? Is it a lack of transparency or are the proposals themselves uninspiring? Looking ahead, the success of the rescheduled meeting on the 30th of December will be crucial. If they again fail to achieve a quorum, it could signal deeper issues with shareholder confidence or the company's strategy. On the flip side, if they get a strong turnout and robust voting, it will show shareholders are engaged and perhaps the initial failure was just a logistical hiccup. Ultimately, this 8K filing is less about granular financial numbers and more about corporate governance and shareholder participation. While we don't have their latest balance sheet or income statement here, the absence of a quorum is a financial health indicator in its own right. It suggests potential future delays in strategic decisions or even governance challenges. We'll be keeping a close eye on the 30th of December meeting to see if FG Nexus can get its shareholders on board. Alright? That's our quick decode of FG Nexus' latest filing. What's your take on this shareholder meeting kerfuffle? Do you think it's a sign of trouble or just a minor bump in the road? Let us know in the comments below if this deep dive into corporate filings helped you understand what is really going on. Please give this video a thumbs up. And subscribe for more regular insights, and don't forget to join our growing Discord community, linked in the description for more discussions and exclusive content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next decode.